dear child. I'm just finding it. It goes like this. My dear child, I write and live and breathe and work to make alchemy with the pain that we, women, have all carried, are all carrying. As I write this, I write with that knowing ache deep in my bones and my texture, and also with an optimism and hopefulness for what is emerging from the cracks of a system that seems finally to be gasping its last breaths. You will know suffering and pain and sadness and anger, because it's hard to be human, but it will not be because you are a woman, nor because you are African. I do not want to protect or shelter you from the full and fraught experience of being alive, but I want you to grow in a place that makes room for you and for all that it means to be an African woman. The wounds that we, humanity, carry in all their varying shapes, colors, and densities have guided us a long time, undermining, undervaluing, and undoing the contributions that women make has been the norm and has harmed us for far too long. Our struggles have been different and have been defined by the variety of expressions we embody. They have depended on what intersections we lived in and with, and on the specific contexts and challenges through which we moved. And despite this, we were leaders, scientists, mothers, activists, soldiers, artists, doctors, homemakers, academics, carers, farmers, politicians. I hope my stories show you that when our contribution, our full contribution, is valued, then the world comes to life. Potential bubbles over and possibilities open up. I hope they show you the story of everyday women across African countries leading for the prosperity of their communities and contributing extraordinarily to the future of Africa. In wisdom, power, and hope, an everyday African woman leading and loving every day. So that's the first piece. The second piece I wanted to share, it's from right at the end of the book, so you get a beginning and an end. Because whilst this book is about women, really it seeks to shine a spotlight on African women, and that's important, and there's power in that. And at the same time, it speaks to all of us, and it speaks to action from everybody, and it speaks to accountability from everybody, and it speaks in solidarity with all that face injustice and oppression. And so I hope you hear that in My Dear Child. I hope that you hear that it could be replaced with the struggles of queer folks around the world, the struggles of Black men, the struggles of poverty and justice, etc., etc. So I really hope that you hear the solidarity in the message of this book, at the same time as the importance of really uplifting and shining a light on stories about African women specifically. So the second very short piece that I'll read is from the closing reflections, and these are mine. In reflection, I see this volume putting into words the experience of constraints and challenge that women navigate in the world, restricted, underestimated, not allowed, undermined, violated. And it also speaks to our personal challenges of feeling scared, not enough, an imposter. But the volume does more. These voices, these words, these stories are about action and impact in the face of all of this. These women speak courageously and defiantly of doing it anyway, despite. They show us the power of faith, of doing it together, of pulling each other up, of partnering or co-founding with other women. They describe what it means to draw inspiration and motivation from those around us, those who have gone before and those who will follow. And whilst these are stories of African women, they also bring to light how the other layers of our identity are intricately connected to our struggles and achievements. These are stories of women, and they are, at the same time, stories for and about all of humanity. It is an honor to hear all these voices, and it is with true gratitude that we share them with the world. I hope these stories move you in the way they've moved me, to begin, to persevere, to be purposeful, to be bold, to take action, to rest, to trust, to connect, and be in community, and to be yourself, your whole self. That's all I've got for today. I hope that these short moments gave you a chance just to sit back and listen and rest. I hope you hear the call to action in the words. Be really, really well. Sending lots of love.